On the Nextbit Robin, this is a phone that's guaranteeing you won't run out of memory. So here we have it. I gotta tell you guys about my experience with this phone, the Nextbit Robin. Now, let's get right into it. The styling. This is a really squared off smartphone that, you know what, that I'm pretty impressed with. It has sharp corners, but a nice feel of plastic. Yes, it's plastic, and that might come across as cheap, but there is no way this phone is feeling cheap. It actually feels pretty good. Does it feel like a flagship? No, it feels like a really well-made mid-range phone. I like it. You got Type-C charging that charges up really fast. Nice volume buttons that I really like. And you also have a power button that doubles as a fingerprint scanner. Bang. That's how quick you get into this smartphone. You got dual front speakers. You got a 5 megapixel camera in the front, 13 in the back with flash, and that flash is pretty bright. This is a well done smartphone for the price, and for the price of $130 right now, this is a steal. And I'm already seeing in the comments that someone said this phone is ugly. Taking it around to a lot of coworkers and stuff like that. I actually got 3 more on order. So that goes to tell you how much people think it's ugly. But you know what? If you're still out there and you think it's ugly, take a look at this. Check out how it looks with a D-brand skin. This just looks really good. In midnight, and this one's the mint. Already delivered 2 of them.
Look at me, I've not
How you like the green?
I don't have green, I have black.
You have the black. Yeah. Dual speakers. How many phones out there got dual speakers today? We all thought dual speakers was going to be the thing of the future, and all of a sudden it stopped. A lot of the flagship phones had speaker grills at the bottom, but I'm going to tell you this, dual speakers on a smartphone is definitely where it's at. Let's take a listen to the sound of these speakers. So having dual speakers on a smartphone is definitely a plus. Now they're not the loudest in the volume, but they definitely have a good quality and a nice sound. So if you're gaming and you might be muffling out one speaker, you have the other speaker that you can listen to that sound. Really good. Type-C charging. A lot of phones are still coming out with micro USB, but slowly they're coming out with Type-C. This was one of the first phones, budget phones, that came out with Type-C charging, and it's fast charging. And since it's a 2680 milliamp hour battery, it charges up pretty fast. Battery life can take you between 10 and 14 hours. It got Android doze. So if you have those times during the day, you put your phone down and you're gone for a couple of hours, your phone is not going to lose battery life during those times. The storage on the phone, you're going to get 32 gigs of internal storage, and you're going to get 100 gigs of cloud storage. So a lot of the apps that you're not using just to free up space will be going to the cloud. And little by little, as you use those apps, they're going to go in type of a rotation. So the apps you're not going to use, they're going to go into the cloud and it's going to free up space. So if you're the type of person that really fills up your phone, you're going to be able to still use your phone there. It's not going to freeze on you because the phone intelligently is going to save the apps that you're not using up in the cloud. Now, when it comes to your photos, your videos, take advantage of Google Photos if you want to save even more memory. 13 megapixel camera in the back, and they take some pretty good shots.
That's not my business.
I'm definitely feeling okay about recommending this for a pretty good camera phone. Now, front camera, 5 megapixels. Listen, it's 5 megapixels. It's not going to be the best, but it's definitely not the worst. I definitely have to recommend it because the OS is absolutely smooth. I got everything on my phone set up. I got everything set up in folders. I'm telling you, this is a pretty awesome phone for the price. I'm definitely impressed. It's a very smooth OS. It's an OS like a stock Android feel with Nextbit little bit of tweaks. I think it's incredible. This phone has definitely passed all my testing with flying colors. The Snapdragon 808 is fine. 3 gigs of RAM is fine. 32 gigs of internal storage. If all of it was only 32 gigs of internal storage, I will still highly recommend this phone. So getting 100 gigs of cloud storage is just extra on top of having a great phone for $130. I highly recommend it. Buy this phone immediately. If you need it for yourself, need it for a loved one, or you